I'm here with my Logan review with minor spoilers, because you can't give a review like this without giving some kind of spoiler. I will not give major spoilers out though. If you want to know what happens, go see the movie. I'll tell you what I thought about it, and we'll go from there. Okay, for starters, I never liked the X-Men. I've always been a Marvel fan, but I never liked the X-Men. I never got into them, never read their comics, never watched anything about them, never saw any of their movies. I just felt like liking the X-Men was the hipster thing to do, kind of like the Inhumans. I don't like the Inhumans either, although some of them are quite interesting. Once I heard about Logan and saw the first trailer, I knew I had to see Logan. I just knew it. Something about Johnny Cash playing with Hugh Jackman running around as Wolverine caught my attention. From the trailer, I gathered that it looked good, and I felt like I should support Hugh Jackman's final performance as Wolverine. So after that first trailer, I did my research. I started reading some X-Men comics, and I watched the first 3 X-Men movies, except The Last Stand was a pile of junk, so I don't know about that one. Then that second trailer came out, and that second trailer blew my mind, so that's when I really decided that I had to go and see Logan. Between the 2 trailers, and from what I read in The Astonishing X-Men, I knew it was time to throw my dislike for the X-Men away and actually go and see this movie. Not too long after, Logan arrived, and it was not what I expected. It was much better than I expected it would be. It has some similarities to Wolverine, Old Man Logan, but for the most part, it's a completely different story. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the fact that Fox doesn't own the rights to several of the characters that are in Wolverine, Old Man Logan, like Red Skull and Hawkeye and the Hulks, Captain America, Thor. You can't base it off of the comic if you don't have the characters to put into your movie. Logan takes place in 2029, and all the X-Men are dead at this point except for Professor X and Logan. Logan's a limo driver at this point. He just wants to forget about his X-Men days and move on and just live out the rest of his life, all still protecting Charles Xavier to the best of his ability in some rundown shack water tower in the desert. Logan's dying, and you get the feeling that it's the adamantium that's killing him, and his healing factor isn't what it was, so he heals at a significantly slower rate. So if enough damage is done to him, he will in fact die because he can't heal quick enough to negate the damage that's already been done. Professor X is 90 in this, and he is suffering from memory loss, and he has seizures. His seizures can get strong enough to cripple humans, and if they get strong enough, or if they let him go for too long, they could kill humans. Logan and X-23 have a slight advantage against them in that they aren't as affected by them as everybody else is. As the movie progresses, you get the feeling that the reason that all the X-Men are dead is because of Professor X's seizure, and not that Logan killed them like he did in the comics. Logan just wants to finish off his life, but he gets sucked into helping Laura get her way to Canada with the rest of the children mutants that are left that Logan didn't know existed. You later find out that Laura is Logan's daughter and that his DNA was used to create her. So I don't know if you would technically call that his daughter, but I suppose you could say she's his daughter. I'm not going to reveal who dies or any of that because that's huge plot points, and I said I wasn't going to do that. So as far as that goes, that's basically the gist of the story. Why I liked it for one simple reason: great storytelling. It was a 2-hour movie, and there was not a single moment in that movie where it felt like it was dragging along. It just moved and moved and moved and moved. I also felt like I was part of the journey with them. Like as they were going along, so was I. I just simply like it because it was a good story, and I like a good story. It was the perfect send-off for Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, and it had action, adventure, parts were funny, and parts of it also left you feeling sad and depressed. It was an emotional roller coaster, but in the good way. What I didn't like about it was absolutely nothing. It's perfect the way it is. Logan was the movie that finally made me decide that I wanted to be a movie director, believe it or not. I was leaning towards it after Rogue One, but Logan's the movie that finally got me to decide that movie directing is really what I want to do. I still can't say I'm a fan of the X-Men, but I am a fan of Wolverine as a character. So I guess I'm slowly becoming a fan of the X-Men world. In the future, I will be reviewing Wolverine, Old Man Logan soon, as well as All New Wolverine and The Death of Wolverine once I read them. While I'm at it, I might as well review Magneto Testament. That was an interesting story. So that's my review of Logan. I know it's not very specific, and I didn't want it to be. I just wanted to give my opinion on it and tell you what I thought about it and why I liked it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and there will be more videos in the future.